soldiers, resume the corporate anthem. No, the new one.
Help me carry Dunning's unconscious form. Let us all be mentally refreshed to cease your troubled thoughts. For the sovereign, for Arcadia, our home.
اوکی آقا، خوش اومدید به پارت هفتم بازی اودرورد 2. بریم ادامه بازی بریم. من یه سری مأموریت جانبی ها زده بودم، بعد اومدم دوباره سفینه. الان قرار بریم ادامه همون ماجرا. ببینید تو قسمت قبلی که اومدیم اینجا پیش این سفینه، این نیروهای حمایتگر خانه از عمه است چیه، اینجا که اومدیم اونا مثل که به اون یه مأموریت دادن و ما رفتیم انجامش دادیم. الان باید بریم دوباره پیششون باشون یه سری صحبت ها بکنیم. چیزی نیست نهاریم. چی میزنی؟
Consider me uplifted. Let's see what's next. Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
دم و دستگاه اینجا درست کردن. بریم که شخصیتمون یکم عوض کنیم. همش این دوتا شدن. دلم برای هیز تنگ شد. اسمش هم نمیدونم، دلم براش تنگ شد. خیلی میده بد نیست دیگه. کی دارم زبطه زدم نزدم زبطه. دلم خیلی باید تنگ شد. دیگه برو بریم واقعا. خدا دزدی هم نکنینا بیفتن دنبالون. و از اصلا من مربع نمیزنم، خب خودش برای خودش دزدی میکنه. خب این میستانه دوتا اسکای دیگر هم باید بریم یه جوری دیگه. شاید اینا یه کارتی با ما بدن که بتونیم دوتا اسکای دیگر هم بریم. چیه؟ اوکی
Bring a new product to market. Enhancing people's lives now.
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy?
To take part in public product testing. Reserving your right to repeat
Think you dropped something?
as an early
Experience the most sought-after inebriants on the undisputed plane. Welcome to the bottom runger, exclusive home of the Raptidon bite. That's what everyone, and I do mean everyone, wants to know. However, you are welcome to sample a few and attempt to discern the ingredients for yourself.
Moderation.
Not tending bar right now, but my employee here can see to your needs. May your day be profitable at the expense of your rivals.
And recorded under the
Need anything?
expression of the sovereign.
At the bottom runger, we offer inebriation for the budget.
Standards.
no rousing sporting match as much as all of
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and exclusively at the bottom runner.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty wasp. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went. Oh, you're looking for a performance review? That's easy. You stopped the stoppage, completed your work. Our employees are back in the factory.
You were a little more murdery than we normally like to see, but results are results, and you got the job done.
Your instincts are every bit as good as we were expecting. Keep up that kind of go-getting, and you'll absolutely be going places.
Anything else you'd like to report? Now that's the compelling attitude we love to see in an ameliorate. Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in effecting...
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless.
Yes, suppose we should move on.
Every Protectorate
Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important? Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities.
Inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking?
Attitude like that will take you far around here. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while. I promise you'll never want for compensation while in our employ.
See you when it's done.
All system is supplied. Best ever to
دوباره معمولیت دادم بهمون.
It's perfection perfected. Our paradigm is ironclad.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic
Every part is a call.
without
An every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all.
هی مأموریت میدم بهمون بسته دیگه.
To inform on your neighbor is thoughtful. If their zeal shows deficiency, potential tune-ups may be all that they need. You're the center of our system. You're what fuels our mighty flame. Share successes and failures, even when you're to blame.
از اینجا بریم نزدیکتر بکنش. این بر
Those reps are trained all right. Rather not fight them, it's all the same to you.
It's like we're about to have company at the unwanted.
Simple people so whole, to be right and unbreakable. That is our ultimate goal. Now trust in each other. By rules we abide, working as commanded to, side by side.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
ما را از کجا آورد؟ دوریم دور.
Corporatists, I can handle any standard day of the week. I prefer
like
doing
we're
more
about to
research
have
before
company
engaging
of the
too many of those
unwanted
introduced reptiles of theirs, however.
Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless presents Red Cloak, the reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who roots out the rot of dangerous thought. Red Cloak. Her sentinel senses
موتوری ماشینی اسبی
watching you, your neighbors, your household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, rock betrayed and whisked to the consumerist den of Auntie's choice, strapped to their brand loyalizer. Will she survive Auntie's barbaric imitation of our perfect mental refreshment process? Thrilled to her daring display of defiance in Episode 3, Brand Disloyalty.
Any final words about your precious perfect community? Or your sovereign or paradigm or such before we flip on the loyalizer, Red Cloak?
Nothing appropriate to say in front of the younger neighbors.
Younger neighbors?
از
What
اینجا رد
gibberish are you
کنیم فکر کنم
spouting?
بیام اینجا. ببینم اینجا شاید این ماموریت چیزی بده. این ماموریت بریم اینو مثلا باز کنم مثلا.
Enter elsewhere.
No time to conversate.
There's a new face. Any chance you've brung news from the commander? Can't restart the dig without his permission. And the clock's ticking on my getting that early completion bonus. Started getting peculiar vibrations as we hit the halfway point. Could be nothing, but I got this job because the last foreman ignored similar readings. It ended poorly for him.
Resurfacing deep-rooted inadequacies. It should be smarting something.
Thanks. You ask me, I definitely earned it.
Whatever you say.
Increase the loyalizer setting to 5.
It's a puzzler, that's for sure. More likely than not, some kind of old protectorate infrastructure. Maybe sewage or a conveyor. Messy, but mostly harmless. Worst case, it's a uranium gas pipe, and further drilling will kill everyone here in seconds. It'd be hard to collect bits for making a tunnel with no workers to dig it first. Agreed. Wouldn't want to miss that juicy bonus.
To maximum loyalization.
Not unless your lamps can see through solid rock and figure out what's on the far side. Goodbye, early completion bonus.
What happened? Why'd the thing stop?
Your machine tried to break me. I broke it instead.
That's impossible! It was supposed to kill your impulse control. To whet a soul-gnawing appetite, you can only feed with useless foods, but never
از من نمیتونم
Yeah,
بریم
that's
این برای
exactly how I
ببینم این
feel.
پله چیه.
Have a sprat crisp, Red Cloak. They help.
Shut up, Dunning! How did you do it, Red Cloak? How did you resist the loyalizers' creep organizers? It's temptation intensifiers.
You cannot tempt someone who already has everything.
Squared plus b squared equals mass times acceleration equals force equals 2 minus 2 minus 2 plus 2.
It's the order. They've come to take Red Cloak and me away, and right on time. Hey, you folks want some Sprat Crisps?
You've arrived early, exemplars. You're not supposed to pick up Red Cloak until next Tuesday.
We come at the predicted hour, not a moment too soon by the look of things, to recover Red Cloak, unspoilt by your meddling, for our monetary agreement with Auntie herself.
Hey, your spy Dunning here. I'm the one who lured Red Cloak to Auntie's clutches and brokered this deal. It's a real win-win. Big payday for Auntie's choice, while the Order gets to study Red Cloak. See the effects of abundance on a human brain unaddled by want or overthinking.
The emptiness of our society.
Raise your arms against these Order traitors.
You cannot turn on us. It defies all logic. Equation saves. A squared plus b squared equals mass times acceleration equals force equals 2 minus 2 minus 2 plus 2.
Oh no. No, no, no.
نرفاهم بکنیم وسط وسط ها.
To Eden, Red Cloak. Any of your new anti-pals makes a move, you get it right between the eyes.
And so Red Cloak finds herself staring down a gun barrel
یه چیزی جلومونه که حس میکنم از ازش نمیتونیم رد.
Ain't a chance we're getting through this. We want to get to the lab. We ought to find a path around. Andy's incoming. Get clear.
Expect the expected in the finale episode of I Red Cloak. It's obligatory listening wireless entertainment.
Such an inspiring broadcast. On to other things. Our station offers only the best in music for protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others.
پس اینجا شاید بشه. خدا کرده بشه. جایی گیر کردیم. راه باز نیست. داریم جون میدیم.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
هستن
Commander, I'm glad you're just as keen. They're nice. Sure, the folk here don't seem to trust Auntie's choice. But give it time. They'll see the difference between the battles will... Listen, there'll be... We should move on, unless you've got something for me. The number... Aunties may not be faring much better here, but we... I mean, it's a tough situation, that's all I'm saying. But if the Order can't even manage tens of folk at their doorstep... I went through... And all they wanted in return was the signing of an employment contract. Now I'd not have asked for your help with my graft if I didn't have something to offer. Anyhow, appreciate you hearing me out.
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. Loyal subjects, please pause your duties for a moment of hardening tattle. Our foes in the glorious dawn are ravaging our other foes in the traitorous Order. Dawn's bloodlusty cultists have taken over the Order outpost of Newton on Cloister in typical violent fashion.
The glorious dawn came calling on Newton's localized rift.
They suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Contain enlightenment or some such. They'd gladly leap in and die to get it.
Just shows the Order's universal equation is off by a few decimal points. Couldn't even predict that Rift fanatics might not take kindly to those sham scienticians solving the Rift dilemma. As if they could. Anyway, let them fight. Newton's predicament is immaterial to the paradigm. Return to your duties, subjects, and stay attentive for further invigorating reports.
And now this.
The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
Well, that ain't at all concerning. Best keep our lamps lit.
نقطه گم شده پیدا می‌کنی. اینو بگم. Off ya نه ما رو بگیرن جمعه میلم نه اینقدر این بازی بزرگه واقعا یه ماموریت میخوام برم 50 تا ماموریت وسطش رو رد کنم اینا نباید از وسط اینا رد بشن یه خورده جلوتر باید جاده باشه من بگیرم همین حتی نیایی دیگه یکی Shit. دوباره چرا به اون ماموریت دادن تا اونجا رفتیم دنسیسه تا یه ماموریت دیگه دادن که ما الان به اون ماموریت انجام بدیم و رفتیم یه ماموریت دیگه باید انجام بدیم که اون ماموریتی که اونا دادن و بریم انجام بدیم که دوباره برگردیم این ماموریت رو بدیم بهشون خدا لعنتشون کنه این ماموریتشون یه جای دیگه است حداقل این جزیره یکه خیلی گشتیم جزیره رو تا سیو زیاد داریم
Here's a little number to get your feet.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Casualties are afoot.
آزم فرشم کنم بریم بابا بریم برشون کنیم. اینجا باید چی پیدا کنیم؟ کوئنزل پیدا کنیم. منطقهش هم بزرگ پیدا کنیم. یکی اینجا هست. لیست پنسل باش کنسل کنسل شد. How is so what is
Gather with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Neighbors, cease all leisure activities. Our sovereign is here with another
What's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came.
Voice brings you comfort. Yet those who trespass against us are no cause for concern. I must now return my
I see you've discovered some of my misappropriated materials. Careful labeling proves prudent and useful yet again. Here, for your effort.
Neighbors.
A full set of Science Adventures Quarterly was stolen from me and sold to various unknown parties across the island. Since you've already proven adept at their repossession, I would put it to you to locate the rest. In exchange, I will provide you with rarities and bits.
When the people hunger for more, they will cut down their own brethren to sate their appetites. If we are to continue building the great perfection we've set our hearts and minds to, we cannot abide even a crack in our foundation.
Quite right. I am pleased you are on the case, as it were. So very zane, and return again when you have another 4 volumes, and I will trade them for more valuable oddities. Stay true, outsider.
Our clockwork, more than ever. Remain watchful of your neighbors. Better to be safe than seditious. Report any odd behaviors. My sentinels are never far, always watching, always listening.
Now you know all you need to know. So on we go. Another song in an expertly curated playlist, picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's chosen.
فکر میکنم این تو کار داره. اون مارک قبلی ما برنشم هنوز اون مپ هست. اون نقشه دارم مارک تموم شد. کجا برم الان؟ چهار تا مجله اگه داشتید به من بیارید. خب بیشتر داستان نام ماجرا رو برای بیشتر از کجا پیدا کنیم؟ 5 جلد از نیاز داره جزیره بهش رسیدگی کنید تا 4 جلد دیگر رو جمع‌آوری کرده و به سپاس بردارید. ای خدا. جزیره بهشت که میشد همین جزیره فکر میکنم کلشو بچرخیم 4 تا جلد چیز پیدا کردیم بعد ببریم پیشش. دیگه از یه جایی به بعد فقط داریم میچرخیم و اصلا ماموریت جلو نمیره. من باید یه ذره جانبی بیشتر بذارم، جار باز کنم. اینا هم دهن ما رو صاف کردن. ما هر سری رفتیم پیشون ما رو فرستادن جای دیگه. دیگه از یاد رفتم اونجا ماموریت سعی میکنم قبول نکنم، دیالوگاشون دقت کنم که ماموریت
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. Attention, all subjects. Join everyone's neighbor Prudence in prideful reflection of our fellows holding the archive facility on Cloister. They alone stand against the horde of base corporatists and accursed overthinkers at the gates. The archive is the linchpin of the paradigm. To perish in its defense is a blessing. To survive its surrender is a capital crime. Your family would inherit your shame.
چی بود اونجا بود؟ بغلش هم ماموریت بود دقیقا. بذار جانبی بزنیم. اصلی رو
Till
نمیرسیم.
the last of your line dies hungry, shunned, and alone.
Of course, the thought of our stalwart troops hoisting the white flag above this hard-won number-gnashing planetoid is unthinkable.
As in, all subjects are forbidden from thinking about it. Take satisfaction in restoring any neighbor to mental refreshment at the first whiff of flagging faith.
اینجا چیکار بکنیم؟
Doubt the
او
archive's
بهتر
redoubtable
بکنیم.
operator, Assessor Torbert Ostergaard. The man is a font of intestinal fortitude. He has a surplus of guts. He will defend till the end in sickness and in health. And now this.
Next up, music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater
Mobilize.
pace with a true adherence zeal.
You want trouble? Trouble it is!
Resorting to violence.
واه زیاده مزید. هزار آدم من نمیشم بکشم. آدم پشمان بریزه. وای برم وای. کجایی بره؟ اینجا نمیشه رفت که. چقدر سنگین میزد یا ابوالفضل.
Flagging faith.
Yet who could doubt the archive's redoubtable operator,
خیلی
Assessor
احساس بالاتر از
Torvald
لول که من
Ostergaard?
میتونم
The
برم.
man is a font of intestinal fortitude. He has a surplus of guts. He will defend till the end in sickness and health. Well then, moving on.
Music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
من پر از این موجودات حرومزاده است. فکر می‌کردم مثلا اینا رو بزنم هم اینا فقط میان 50 نفر دورشون اومدن.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the Automech factory is advised. Should you wish to maximize your Valorant unit's combat performance, building faster schematics. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Proceeding to attack.
بابا این دیگه چه حرومزاده‌ای هستن. این چجوری الان چیزو داشتم دیگه. دوستم هیل و اینجور چیزا درست کنم.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the Automech factory is advised. Should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness, building factory schematics. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
گفت بزنم. چند اومد دیلم ندارم یه خورده داستانه دیگه.
Resorting to violence.
بوم زدم خورد تا خورد تو کله خودم مردم. دیگه چه انی بود زن کردم. کجا آورد من دوباره این کارو دیدم پشت نه مارو صاف آروم باش آروم باش رفت مارو این مارو بسید
Next, a small sampling of protectorate abundance. Crabbles are large crustacean-like creatures that travel in herds and are native to Arcadia. Though usually docile, their massive size, enormous claws, and big shells make them incredibly dangerous.
A difficult animal to approach, let alone try to eat.
At least in the past. For now, by the grace of the Sovereign, we bestow upon you perilous indulgence crabble cakes.
Our fearless team of culinary commandos employ dragoon automechanicals to overcome the creatures, crack their dense carapace, then scoop out the soft, delicate goodness inside, so you don't have to.
It's higher in protein and lower in
رسیدیم به یه جایی که خلاصه میتونیم هیل
responsible
بسازیم.
way to stay
خسته شدم.
healthy for the protectorate. And now one no longer has to fret about being trampled or clawed in twain to get it.
Perilous indulgence crabble cakes. Doing your duty for society has never been so delicious.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life for all protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet of your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
ببندونه من خودم بستم حروم زاده چه بازش میکنی؟ ندیدی چند نفر اونجا گولاخ اونجا وایسادن؟ گولاخ رو آخستر لباس چیه؟
Caution subjects. A security breach. Security breach has been detected. A full laboratory lockdown is now in effect.
پوشیدمش کجا بود؟ لباسه الان گرفتم کجا اینه؟ من لباس نگرفتم چی بود من گرفتم پس؟ لباس بود دیگه پشتش انگار آها این بود علی
Security personnel and always trust
You don't reckon there's another one of those suits laying
پرواز
around
دیگه
somewhere?
میکنم
I want to try it.
شب لباس گلاخی آجی
Which is why our trusted consul now joins us to share his unvarnished knowledge of a painful topic, the traitorous order.
My fellow Arcadians, it is well known the Order of the Ascendant abandoned us when corporatist invaders arrived in Arcadia. If why, the roots of their betrayal ascended to presiding bishop. She was jealous of the zeal our sovereign
No, Commander.
priorities, a dereliction of scientific duty to pursue more selfish ambitions. The tumult of invasion gave them an opportunity to abandon us. Their contributions were always exaggerated. They practiced junk scientism in the name of hokum, grand plans, universal equations, ignoring the guiding light of our paradigm, which always foretold the gulf between protectorate faithful and the order. In truth, those math worshippers didn't abandon us. We left them to rot their own overwrought thought.
Well, that, as they say, is that. What's next? Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
چون رفتیم اون برا که دارم میکشم.
Seeking cover. They would try grenade. Away!
Intentions.
They manufacture one.
Wholesome programming played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Loyal subjects, please pause your duties for a moment of heartening tattle. Our foes in the glorious dawn are ravaging our other foes in the traitorous Order. Dawn's bloodlusty cultists have taken over the Order outpost of Newton on Cloister in typical violent fashion.
The glorious falling on Newton's localized rift. They worship those things. Think they contain enlightenment or some such. They'd gladly leap in and die to get it.
Just shows the Order's universal equation is off by a few dozen points. Couldn't even predict that Rift fanatics might not deal kindly to those sham scienticians solving the Rift dilemma. As if they could. Anyway, let them fight. Newton's predicament is immaterial to the paradigm. Return to your duties, subjects, and stay attentive for further invigorating reports.
Well then.
More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
Seems our auto-mechanical colleague should make ready for her next upgrade.
چی داشت؟ واه این چی حاجی؟ اینقدر اسلحه های خفن داره چکوش. اسلحه نیستن اینا چیزن، اینایی که رو اسلحه میذاری هن در کل. اسلحه آرش کدوم نه اینو دارم اینو بگیرم وسیله گرفتیم این تیکه بریم اینا رو همه رو بزنیم بابا دار وکیلی اینجا رو کلن گرفتیم گنده رو لیست کردیم من دیگه اصلا این راه هم باز شد فکر کنم به سمت اون برام آره اینم برم مثلا اینم برم این میزنیم این یکی هم بزنیم چند تا دیگه میشه
Protectorate sanctioned presents I Red Cloak, reassuring adventures of a mysterious
من مثل که همه دشمن داشت دارم
Hello, Commander. Medic's orders.
Your household, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm.
Eyes peeled for Idris. Back to it.
Episode 1. Unwholesome food for thought.
Don't let the unhealthy food source of this eating establishment distract you, fellow Sentinel Dunning. We're in Auntie's territory for a reason, to find the Order's spy.
منظورم برسه اون بر یا نه
Turncoat is supposed to meet their corporate contact here. Rest assured, my
اینا
eyes
همه
are
همه
attentive,
هستن
even as my stomach revolts.
منظورم فکر نکنم برسه بریم همینو بزنیم
How these wage slaves survive on this artificial swill is beyond.
Can I get you robust
راه که پیدا
individuals
کرد
another trough of Anti-Cleo and pals Borstwurst? Perhaps an
اینا
additional
همه
flavor
دشمن
packet of
هم
emulsified meat shavings.
Thank you, no, food vendor. Just the meal bill, if you
آبا
please.
بودیم بریم
Seems like malcontents liquored up on artificial
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
نیفتید فقط دیگه لش بیاره
Merciful law, 25%.
Back in business.
For compensation at every turn.
Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander.
Boy, damn these stomachs! This won't even quite as safe to take. We need to withdraw. I mean, strategically, we...
ظلم بود
Not round to 20 for ease of bookkeeping. Pick me up.
I'd do it for you.
My suspicions. You've been searching for Dunning.
Egad, you fell your companion in one well-nourished punch. How did you
Ratcheting up my aggression.
compatriot?
Let's just say it all added up.
Hands where I can see them, Red Cloak.
I knew there was something suspect about you, food vendor.
Looking a little weak here.
Tales of myth, true Red Cloak. Troopers, the trap is sprung. We have Red
اینجا
Cloak.
چیه
The Sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, might show you mercy. I'm not as wise as the Sovereign.
And so our hero
این معمولیت جانبی مثل که
sympathizer, only to become ensnared deep in Auntie's
کنجا اومد
Yes, of course she will. Those who express doubt regarding the abilities of a true and upright Protectorate Sentinel should seek mental refreshment at once. Our hero's reassuring adventures continue in the next episode of I Red Cloak. It's obligatory listening wireless entertainment.
Consider me uplifted. Let's see what's next. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of protectorate society.
Thank you. اینجا هر ماموریتی بود انجام دادیم. خیلی هم عالی. باید شیم بریم. یه گنده اینجا بود یارم. آره باش فرار کنیم. یه نشانه بذارم. تا اینجا ایست نداریم، فقط میدویم. بدوید، بدو کنید، بدو. ناجی رام نمیشه کرد. نکرد. خودت شما دیگه دشمن نباشید. دشمنید. کار ندارم. اینجا که این همه دشمن داریم رد میدیم، اینجایی هم که داریم میرسیم بکنم پول دشمن باشه. این مهمات هم اونجا بششیم بد نیست. اینجا هرچی بزنیم باید اون باید بدبخت.
Composed every single one. Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A protectorate prescribed favorite.
Disruptive influence. Violence. Let me end this fight on my feet. Ready, Commander.
پیش میاد باید اون تیکه رو چیکار کنیم؟ ببینم مأموریتی که باید میگه چیه؟ جمع‌آوری مواد آرامش بخش ذهنی. چی از خدا منم هر کدوم دست بزنی گردن
Selective cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative regime. Think only prescribed thoughts, and no bliss and plenty. Only the
Watching
and guiding, system abiding, do not go sliding away. We're never hiding, they stay providing, do as you're told and obey. Working and fighting, faithfully fighting, do not
possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
پشت بهشون حمله کن.
Broadcasting reassurance in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate sanctioned wireless. Attention all subjects. Join everyone's neighbor Prudence in thoughtful reflection of our fellows archive facility on Cloister. They alone stand against the horde of base corporatists and accursed overthinkers at the gates. The archive is the linchpin of the paradigm. To perish in its defense is a blessing. To survive its surrender is a capital crime. Your family will inherit your shame till the last of your line dies humbly, shunned, and alone.
Of course, the thought of our stalwart troops hoisting the white flag above this hard-won number-gnashing planetoid is unthinkable.
As in, all subjects are forbidden from thinking about
nearby.
it. Take satisfaction in escorting any neighbor to mental refreshment at the first...
Investigating hostile...
Who could doubt the archive's redoubtable operator, Assessor Torbert Ostergaard? The man is a font of intestinal fortitude. He has a surplus of force. He will defend in sickness and in health. And now this.
خوب رسیدیم باریکلا.
Next up, music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace with a true adherence zeal.
And be refreshed. Oh, no.
Every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
and the quick dip into the lake of particularity will brave your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Cool, and I guarantee when you exit our doors,
you'll be a productive member of our perfect society again. You'll say goodbye, imperfect thoughts.
Hello, content.
What in the void we just got hosed down with, but...
Greetings, subject. Or should I say refreshed to be. Welcome to the Wellnetary. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
This is all a mite strange, but perhaps we should play along.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment. Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal.
Presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one.
Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
Greetings!
Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective. Incorrect, but your response has merited a yay-sayer verbal commendation for exceptional tactfulness in the field, allowing you. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the sovereign. As a loyal protectorate subject, I operate. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead. Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. The degree of zealous efficacious. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief? Unacceptable. A perfect society demands final. Query. How would your neighbors describe you? Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal. Formulating conclusion. 150 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed 1 floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Astronomical marvel would only be available to so-called upper-class folk, but not here in the Protectorate. Here, a superior way of life is shared by all.
Sovereign's chosen Arcadian tenderloin, fit for the sovereign, made for his chosen.
Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the sovereign.
I do believe that's the first test I've ever failed.
High standards.
Their team plays the word.
Predicament dispensement has concluded for today. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it?
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. Response, zeal noted. With hope, our highly trained refreshment facilitators will share your promising self-diagnosis. I am responsible for providing each subject with their medicament dispensement. Has concluded for the day. Response, medicaments are stored in medicament storage, the office in which this unit presently operates. Yet, in its farewell statement, may refreshment soon render you free from doubt. A vital cog once more.
Console is the firm hand that guides us. Mental refreshment keeps us on task, free from doubt, efficient.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Luxury and resplendence. The system provides, the system abides.
Think I'd prefer mental refreshment over listening to that shit again.
welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now. Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again. You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly.
Prudence dictates, sit back and leave the thinking
The medicament dispensement automech auto-mechanically dispenses medicaments.
wireless. Special update. Just a kindly reminder that Spirton on Cloister remains firmly under protectorate control.
I see Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. As they say, to think together is to together thrive.
Our perpetual vigilance.
Our defenders
Upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects. No, how very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas.
Prudence dictates, scrutiny.
You must mean the lathe of particularity. One you'll feel ever
That went better than expected. So this process removes all curiosity then. Guess that's one way to keep people from questioning.
Consider finding a human companion. This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell.
Here. Bana yine gerekten.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about.
Başka. Puanım çok doğru an bilgiler.
Greeting. Unscheduled walk-in.
I'm fine with
It's to come to ruin.
Abundant entertainment delivered with acceptably reassuring vocal inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Dear neighbors, gather round the wireless for this multi-part chat with a man possessing a commanding yet comforting vocal timbre, Emery Thoreau, more simply known as the Consul. Greetings, Consul. Now you are more than just our beloved sovereign's dear friend. You are his right hand.
Which point his right hand, Prudence? His firm hand. I enforce his benevolence.
And you enforce it so faithfully. I'm sure I speak for all subjects when I say thank you for your service. It must be such a burden.
Not at all. I have help from the Sentinels, of course. All subjects rest easy knowing these agents walk hidden among us, forever vigilant for despoilers of our perfect life. I have bestowed them with the authority to serve and protect all faithful subjects. Thus my Sentinels free me to fulfill my own purpose.
A purpose we've kept you from overlong. Thank you for inspiring us, Consul. Before you go,
Hey now.
might I ask you to sing a bit of glory?
Proceeding to attack. Self-preservation a priority.
But fret not, because
fajnie.
our way
To
is
tam tu.
superior to others.
هم رگبار.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
For help, but help?
Each a vital card.
این وحشتناک شده.
Now listen to this.
Our system is sublime, the best ever to be had. It's perfection perfected. Our paradigm is ironclad. To do your job is a virtue. Every heart is a cause, and every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all.
You got company, Commander.
Blackwit faffing about.
That covers what looks much better. To inform on your neighbor's if their zeal shows deficiency, quick mental tune-ups may deficiency. You're the center of our system. You're what
Going to violence. Medkit coming your way.
اون لعنتش کنه.
Zealous greetings. Everyone's favorite greetings is here to anticipate your questions, so you don't have to ask them. For instance, what news of Praetor?
Such an astute question, Prudence. Our precious peril-laden moon is out of sight, but never out of mind. Its fate fully guided by the paradigm. Praetor is home to our glorious heavy industries, producing essential materials, leaving Eden a Investigating hostile waste.
Naturally, our adversaries conspire to seize our means of production. The traitorous order managed only a paltry presence on Praetor. Certainly no threat to us. While the listening for all subjects, it is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it.
بازم میمیرم
That's why
با این
mental
وضعیت.
refreshment is so important.
Only the protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. We are all happy and content.
May you realign with the paradigm.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Medicament dispensement. Medicament dispensement.
دوباره میمیرم بچه‌ش.
Marisol's something, huh? She reminds me of the serial heroes I wanted to be just like when I was a kid. I tell her, I know you're we should move on, unless you've got something for me.
Your siren's call of independent thought falls on a deaf mind.
اینو نگاه خدا وکیلی.
Hey, what's that sound? Why the wall was so soft all of
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas? You know, I suddenly feel a mite more... I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Wait. Ha! You're not a protectorate subject at all. You have the telltale look of wonder and introspection. Well, this is normally where you'd say something. My, can't believe I'm falling for that, as it may be the most unconvincing display of Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentatives. To what end are you here? Tell me truly, speak plainly.
Our beneficent sovereign has deemed it time for another splendiferous speech, or as we are obliged to call it.
You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for.
Good neighbor, I fulfill my assigned duty, tirelessly nurturing our perfect system.
Yes, well, so, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
So, my beloved subjects, never hesitate to report your concerns.
I believe the compliment cancels out the insult here, or vice versa. At any rate, carry on.
A clear example of a life to avoid, yes? That's what happens when you get big ideas. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? Their manipulations are crude, if not efficacious. The sugar-filled rubbish they consider food sounds truly disgusting. But to what end? For only the shallowest of goals, making bits. We, on the other hand, have transcended the petty exchange. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. People are unproductively prone to unhappiness. We remove this self-sabotaging flaw so they can fully appreciate the ample bounty we provide, free of doubt and worry. Think of it this way. If you could have the finest woolly cow filet mignon, or most succulent crabble... Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a last chance to distinguish yourself? That was the final point you wanted to make? All right, fair enough. In that little battle of wits, I am deeply disappointed by your lack of intellectual prowess, though ultimately I'm not wholly surprised. Suppose that...
Investigating
We have
hostile
an
intentions.
intruder!
Advance!
خدای در رو نمیدونم مثلا باگه الکی مردم حاجی
Well, that was thoroughly.
دیل ندارم عجب دیوونه هم من اینو برداشتم با خودم آوردم
Matriarch's own Mercy Oxymorpho. It's the pain subjugator.
Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
اینجا بستی نبود
Things I shouldn't be thinking about, I ponder. That is when I knew.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer!
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
هم به موزله این رسیدیم
Got my lamps on a hostile.
Okay. Nice.
You've gained privileged access somehow. our superiors must have arranged it.
So much better again with the quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment.
Abundant entertainment delivered with acceptably reassuring vocal inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Fellow subjects, I bear sweetness and sunlight, encouraging words from our beloved sovereign in another installment of his golden bestowment.
Adoring subjects, look around you. Our cupboards runneth over. No table is bare. Neither corporatist invaders nor betrayal by our former brethren shall diminish our abundance. The system abides, and your sovereign provides. Eden's harvests remain bountiful, buoying us with a position far superior to the abysmal slurry consumed by our base enemies. Subjects, fill your bellies to maintain your stamina. Thus shall our prosperity strengthen us against those who would rob us of it.
Now on to other matters. As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one.
بعدش کجا باید برم؟ الان اینجا تموم شد. برم اونجا با اونا صحبت کنم. یعنی اونا رو کشتم. ساختم. سیدم بابا. نیومدم.
Customers about.
Reckon I ought
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities. Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today. We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself. Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into absurd nonsense about how the Consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain preposterous. The Consul and all the vigil... No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the work. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will.
Captors to abandon their consumerist addictions. The traitorous forces of the Order arrive to take custody of her, aided by her turncoat former.
The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be.
These misguided foes in the fourth and final episode, Order from
Go. Please, just leave us.
Not
Just leave.
hostility. Lower your weapons.
No, you lower your weapons, greedy corporatists. I'm certain my reformed Order allies will overlook your lapse in judgment.
You need to work on your timing, dear. Did that earlier, might have done some good.
To encourage the compliance in our deal by 22.
Consumerism isn't so appealing.
Red
Cloak's
Cloak's
inspiring resistance to our brand loyalizer has demonstrated the failings of our morally bankrupt society.
Impossible. But we predicted with 47% certainty that this, in your vernacular, was a done
اینجا
deal.
دیگه چیزی نمونده که بزنم دیگه الان باید بریم
Appears that your math is faulty. Clearly a failing of your grand plan. These events are all according to the paradigm.
Do not attempt to vex us with appealing
آره
and
کار
irrefutable
نداره
statements.
Unburden yourself of vexation, Diane. It is never too late to return to the Protectorate, where all needs are met, where the Sovereign in his benevolence cares for all.
Lies. I am too far indoctrinated into the chaos of the Order and their grand plan.
Not to. Return with me for mental refreshment. Your family must come too, just to be thorough. We will cure you of these confused thoughts. Your want
فکر کنم الان دیگه باید بریم دوباره اونجا معمول جانبی که اونو دادن انجام بدیم
in overthinking.
I shall never return to the
دارم حداقل
Protectorate.
تلپورت آماده باشه تلپورت اینجا خوب شد داریم
Once again, you fell your former companion in one well-nourished punch.
بذار
Huzzah, I say.
یا برم چیز دیگه
Red Cloak, you have undermined our carefully calculated predictions. A squared plus
صفحه
B
نام
squared
کجا
equals
بود؟
C squared. We theorized our grand plan was greater than the paradigm, yet it is clearly less than.
نبودیم صفحه نام فکر کنم همین بود
We see the error in our calculations. We
اون
would
چقدر
serve us on
بالا
again
بکنم
if you allow it.
Gladly. He is a kind, forgiving man. Loves all his subjects.
We base individualists in Auntie's choice are ready to break free from the shadows of consumerism, to join you in the perfect life of abundance.
یه
Then
اتفاقی
return
افتاد
with me,
فهمیدی
new
بودم
corporate neighbors and former
الان
traitors
چی
order
شد چه
colleagues,
سیاه
to Eden.
الو
Middle managers, resume the corporate anthem.
Commander, you're bleeding!
We carry Dunning's unconscious form. Let us all be
چرا
mentally
اینجوری
refreshed
شد
to cease your troubled thoughts. For the Sovereign, for Arcadia, our home.
And so, Red Cloak concludes another
آقا چه
successful and
سیاهه
inspiring mission, turning enemies into neighbors, showing Turncloaks the error of their calculations. And yet Red Cloak's work is far from concluded. Where uncertainty festers, she roots it out. Where there is questioning talk, she will be listening. And where a seditious turncoat needs a well-nourished punch, she will be there.
باگ نیست
Her
چی
sentinel senses ever keen, The eyes of the sovereign, watching you, your neighbors, your household pets. Ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm.
کشش سیاه میشد. چرا میگی با برم بیرون؟
Such an inspiring broadcast. On to other things. The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the sovereign.
مثلا اینجا خواستیم میل درست کنیم باشه حداقل. دهنم صاف شد قشنگ یعنی نبودش رو حس کردم.
And as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
Hey, Commander. Can we talk? I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I've also given some thought to what you said about not killing DeVries in cold blood. And anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to
من جمع نکردیم جمع ولی الان بریم اگه میرم اونجا اگه دیگه اتفاقی نیفتاد دوباره با برگردیم این ور دیگه. جا سیف که دارم حالا که تا اونجا رسیم جا سیف داریم فکر کنم باید برم اونجا زده کجا رو نرفتم. خب ذهنی تر بکنید
Running with you reminds me of my old days with Zeb. The good times.
رفتم زدم تموم شد. ولی تموم نشد.
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When
On your command.
at all times, the paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is
خوبیش اینه که اینا که کشتیم همیشه دیگه مردن. هر شکلی پایین با یه کاری بکنیم بچه.